Just a fair warning, this review contains a lot of spoilers, so I recommend you at least check out Everhood 1. With that, on to the review.
Nom, nom, nom. Nom.
Good morning, afternoon, and evening to all. My name is the Casual Capybara, and welcome back to another Casual Capybara Critique.
What the hell's going on with the background?
It's part of this month's theme, Welcome to the Summer of Psychedelics.
Am I glad he's frozen in there and that we're out here and that he's the sheriff and that we're frozen out here and that we're in there and I just remembered we're out here.
So this month I've got 2 games and a TV show that push the envelope on visual drug trips. Let's start off with the game that started this whole crazy idea, Everhood. Everhood. An ineffable tale of inexpressible divine moments of truth. Or as I call it, Everhood, the reverse Undertale. More on that in a bit. So what is Everhood? Everhood 1 came out in 2002, developed by Foreign Gnomes. You play as Gino from Super Mario RPG, except now he's on the red team, not the blue team, who's now on a quest to get his stolen arm back by exploring a dark psychedelic fantasy world called the Everhood. The main combat is a bit hard to explain, but I'll try. It's like if you're playing Guitar Hero, but you have to dodge or counter the oncoming notes. Soundtrack is amazing, by the way, heavily recommend giving that a listen. And in said fights is where the visuals hit really hard. I mean, just look at this.
Oh, okay. Whoa, I'm tripping balls. Oh my god.
Earthbound ain't got shit on this. So when you finally recover your arm, you can now kill all your friends.
Huh?
Yeah, remember when I said this game is like a reversed version of Undertale? Well, in Undertale, to get the best ending, you have to spare all the monsters in the underground that are tired of fighting a long, losing battle and just want to live in peace. To get the best ending in Everhood, you have to kill all the residents of Everhood, as life is eternal in the Everhood, and after a while, eternal life becomes more a curse than a blessing. So the characters you spend time getting to know and attached have to be put down for the better. But in the end, it all culminates in a really bittersweet ending that just takes you for a wild ride on top of the wild ride you were already on, telling you, this isn't goodbye, just see you later, as it never ends in the Everhood. I don't know any other way to say it, but I love this game. I know I'm being blunt when I talk about it, but it is really fucking good. I don't want to spoil much. And hey, it turns out they were right. It truly never ends in the Everhood, because just earlier this year, Everhood 2 came out. So let's not waste any time and jump right in. Everhood 2 is not as good. Okay, so I tried to play through all of Everhood 2 before finishing this script, but at the time of writing I've only gotten about halfway! Maybe I'll finish before the editing is finished. So take what I say with a grain of salt. So Everhood 2 goes back to the Everhood, obviously. Instead of playing as a character, you play as yourself, after answering a few questions for your soul color, kind of like Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, which that's actually kind of cool brownie points for me. After you fall down a rabbit hole, you're out of the frying pan and into the fry, or immediately thrown into a hard-as-hell fight. Then before you even have time to process what the crap is happening, you're abducted by this guy, Raven. He tells you need to defeat a dragon. What for? He doesn't say. So you have to go on a quest to get stronger. The gameplay is mostly the same, except now it's more of a typical RPG with fighting, EXP, and leveling up. Same crazy trippy visuals. The story, however, it feels a little discombobulated. For the most of the first half of the game, it feels like just LARPing through these smaller, unrelated to the plot stories. First you're fighting in a war between fruits and vegetables, then you're helping to free slave aliens, then you're seemingly in the real world with purple people.
I don't give a one-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people eater dick.
And honestly, it just makes me ask, how does this all correlate with the Everhood? YouTuber Video Game Donkey makes a cameo. So far, Everhood has been a confusing sequel, to say the least. It doesn't feel like a natural step up from the original, it just feels like more romping in the Everhood, while the story's taken a back seat, which is a real shame. But to be fair, one thing I will not knock it for is the music. The OST is still an absolute banger. For Gnomes, you guys know how to compose great soundtracks. If there's ever an Everhood 3, it'll need a more focused and concise story. Something 2 really needed more of. In the end, I love the Everhood. and highly recommend it. As for 2, I guess if you just want more trippy visuals and banging music, then I guess it's for you. I'm not trying to be aloof about it, I don't know, it just wasn't those sequels that unfortunately didn't live up to the original. So after all that being said, Rachel, Mandrake, takeaways?
Well, what did you think about those little mushroom fellas?
Well, I don't have mushroom to complain. They seem like pretty fun guys.
With that being said, I'm the Casual Capybara, and thank you for watching.